All right, so here's an update on my Fluval Spec 3. Since the last update, unfortunately, my blue beta died. He got bloat and was dead within like a day later. I did get a new Alien Betta. I've been dying to get one of these. This guy was 35 bucks. Let me see. He's only been in here for a couple days. He's very shy, but obviously he's still probably a juvenile. Other than that, there's not much that's gone on with this tank. I know it's a little hard to see, but if I turn that light out on top, it makes it really difficult to see. Plants are growing good. This is a new plant. It's a clipping from my larger tank. I just like the wispiness of that plant. The plants are growing like crazy. Oh, here he is. So here's my Alien Betta. I was a little concerned. He did not eat for the first day or two, but now he is eating. So I think he'll be okay. Again, probably still a juvenile. Cost me about $35. I'm a little surprised. I actually found him at Pet Supplies Plus, which is a pet chain out here that once in a while just has some fish that are hard to find, because none of my local fish stores have Alien Bettas. And I was kind of dying for one. The look of them with their blue metallic scales is kind of amazing. This guy loves to just hide out in the plants. He's constantly hiding out in the plants. But there's not much going on here. I've got a bunch of pygmy cory cats, probably about 8 of them in here, and that is it. I'm going to probably add some orange pumpkin shrimp, Neocardina shrimp to the tank. The other beta was a little, I think, would be too aggressive with them. This guy, we'll see. I don't want my shrimp being eaten, but this guy doesn't seem to take any interest in any of the other fish, whereas the other beta would chase the pygmy cory cats away. So we'll have to see. I'm going to wait till he gets a little older in another month or two, see what his personality is like. Also, put this fern in the back. Also, clippings from my larger tank. I'm just curious to see. Some plants don't like certain water in tanks. So it's best if you're going to go with a planted tank, try it out. I wouldn't go crazy ordering a lot of the same plant if you're going to, get your plants online or from your local fish store, because some plants thrive and some plants don't survive. The water wisteria in the back is an amazing plant. I trim it constantly. Every week it needs to get trimmed. I do have some redwood floaters on the top. Those also multiply like crazy. I picked them out. If you don't have floating plants, highly recommend it. Floating plants are amazing at sucking up any extra nutrients. The water is really, you can see in this tank is I don't know if the camera's showing it because of the problem with the light, but the water is literally spotless. Like you could drink this water, and that's because if you look in the bank, in the back of the tank, I've got Chem Purigen sitting in the back. That's where the return pump is. And that's the 100-gallon bag. This is what a 2.8-gallon tank. That lasts about 2 months before it needs to be recharged. I want to say at least 2 months, maybe even 3 months. I do have this cover that I found on Amazon, just to make sure that nobody jumps out, and it diffuses the light. Really cheap, nice cover to keep everybody in the tank. Anyway, so that's really it. There's not much going on with this aquarium. It's just up and running beautifully. You can see there's almost no algae. I don't put any liquid fertilizer in this tank at all. And the plants, just suck up all the nutrients. I do put some food in here for the pygmy cories, maybe 3 or 4 of these every other day. And then the betta gets some tropical flakes, and then he gets beta pellets. Once in a while, I will put frozen food in here, like frozen brine shrimp, frozen bloodworms. But I kind of keep that to a minimum because, we're talking about such a small volume of water. I just don't want to pollute the water and get any sort of algae problems. I basically do a water change on this tank every single week. Every weekend, you kind of have to with a tank that's this small to keep things stable. So every week I'll do a water change, really all the way down to here. So I had hiccups, and then refill it up, and Nobody is worse for wear. These are Anubias Nana Petite. You see how they're growing. They're really spreading out. They're glued to 2 rocks and they're growing like crazy. So the plants here are all just kind of doing phenomenal. This tank has a blue light. Touch this sensor here. Goes into blue light mode. Looks really nice at night. Doesn't have a timer. I actually put the tank on a smart outlet. But as far as the blue light goes, you have to hit it yourself. So I have like an alarm set every day at 6 o'clock. My alarm goes off on my phone. If I'm home, I turn the blue light on, and then at 6:30, the lights go out. The light on the tank is on about 7 hours a day, I would say, and that's working well. I do have some pest snails. You see one in the back. They drive me crazy. There's not much you can do about them. They're not really harming anything. I just don't like, when the glass gets covered with them. So I just pick them out whenever I see them. And you can see it's really not too bad. There's a couple on the back wall. A little hard for me to get to. But whenever they're on the glass, I basically just pick them off. And again, they don't really cause any problems. They're just unsightly. Here's another one right here on the glass. I guess it's kind of hard to avoid when you have a planted tank. Anyway, that's my update on my Fluval Spec 2.8 gallon Betta tank. And my Betta, his name is Mork, being that he's an alien like Mork and Mindy. So there's Mork hanging out in the back. Hard to see him. But we'll see. He's right now the most expensive fish I own at $35. So I hope he lasts. Please, everybody, give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you're interested in more updates on my aquariums. I have 4 aquariums. I have this tank. I have a 3-gallon shrimp tank, 30-gallon bow front with carbon dioxide injection, and a 10-gallon angled view aquarium. So I'll try to do more updates on all 4 of my tanks. You can see Mork is out and about. He's just a great looking fish. I don't know if this is letting you see that in Alien Betta, the scales that he has are just amazing. They look like a metallic blue-green, and they shimmer based on the way the light hits them. I've been dying for one of these for a long time, and I just can't believe that, my local pet store ended up having them in the Betta section. They had 2 available. So, yeah, that's my Betta tank. Again, this is Dave with Tanked Up Life, and I'll talk to you guys soon.